cleaning service based out of Yukon, but we service anywhere from Midwest City, Edmond, down to Norman.
Next to us, Gabby Fink. We are one of the only personalized luxury cleaning services. Client has full control. We do what they want.
Premier Interior Services.
405-316-0134.
Premier Interior Services.
405-316-0134.
Thank you, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hear the introduction song, so that means it is time for another episode of the Game Plan here on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk. A little bit earlier than normal, but that's because we got basketball games coming later tonight. We can't exactly do a show at 5 and then be out there for a game at 7 without a very, very heavy time crunch. But we're doing it now either way. So, all right, a lot to talk about, as per usual. This episode of the Game Plan brought to you, of course, by the Comfort Inn and Suites out here in Muskogee, 3031 Military Boulevard. We've been here for the show yesterday. Call 918-687-9000. Get a hold of the hotel. You can also go to choicehotels.com/comfort-suites and see the website there. They've got an email as well, many ways to contact the hotel and begin your reservation for a room. If you're traveling out here for day 2, day 3 of this tournament, or maybe you're out here for personal reasons, stop by Comfort Inn and Suites Muskogee. It should be up towards the top of your list of places to go, if not the number one. But if that's not the number one, the Spark by Hilton Muskogee right next door should be. That's at 3133 Azalea Park Drive, 918-682-3724 for Spark by Hilton. Same group, so it's got the same quality guarantees and everything as well. Friendly people, knowledgeable people, they're here to help you. And again, just call ahead to get your reservation ready. The earlier you call, the better. It allows them to better prepare, both for your visit and to prepare to assist you when you are here. But I'm joined by Mike Gannon back at the studio. So, Mike, it's like I said a little bit earlier today. We had another ball game earlier, and it had all its,
Well, I got to think about that after what happened yesterday, and it kind of dawned on me. They don't let the kids have. The game was being held during the weekday at a public school, and they don't let the kids have their phones at public schools anymore. And back in the 2010s, a lot of places were putting in cell phone jammers as well. So, I was just thinking well, unfortunately,
we're just a
I think
casualty.
I think we're just a casual. Hopefully tonight things will be better for us since it'll be after hours. But I just got the feeling that because yesterday on our YouTube feed it was just like we were good, we were strong, and then right at 11 o'clock, boom, gone.
Yep.
As if somebody threw a switch and set up a blocker. So.
And it was bad for the rest of the day. But today it started off okay. I thought it was going to be good, and then it tanked again. And, yeah, I mean, we're doing what we can, folks. We're doing what we can.
And is the recording up yet on the YouTube page?
It is not. I'm going to get it up right after this. I haven't had a chance, obviously, with driving back.
Okay. Yeah, so once again, folks, we will have that up, sometime a little later this afternoon for the JV game. And it was Tulsa Central versus Lady Broncos JV, correct?
Yeah, and I've got the score update for you here. So the first thing we were going to talk about, 53-7, the win over the Braves. So after taking that 70-17 loss yesterday, the Broncos JV team bounces back and puts the hurt on this Braves squad. The winner now, the Broncos, plays tomorrow at 1 p.m., so thankfully we don't have to be back out there at 10 in the morning, which means I don't have to be out there at 8 in the morning.
That's good.
So they've moved on for the 5th place game. But, yeah, watching that game, the Broncos were high energy from the start, and just, frankly, the Braves weren't. The Braves had very little in terms of energy and momentum throughout the game, completely up and down. I mean, throughout the lineup, they really never could get anything started. And that was, to me, mostly because of Avery Bibbs and London Jaggers, who were wearing number 4 and number 12 today, by the way. All the jerseys were wrong. So they threw that one. They surprised me with that one. I had to get everything fixed. But, yeah, Avery and London, man, half-court defense, full-court defense, no matter where they were locking down the Braves, and especially number 5, Davenport. So Davenport was the go-to girl for the Braves team. She was their starting point guard, the one they relied on to kind of generate the offense and create opportunities. She was trapped at half court by the logo so many times. And Bethany wasn't really like, it was just those two in a little bit of a zone. And they would walk up on her, force her to pick up her dribble, and she had nowhere to go with it. She would get no help from the rest of the lineup. So just by that, the turnover numbers, the chances that Bethany got to put points on the board led them to this victory. And that is with, terrors like Tabor and Hallberg down low in the paint, being able to go through multiple defenders, get up a 2-point shot very consistently. That's even with that. It was Bibbs and Jaggers today that really headlined things for me. And we saw the 3-point shot go in. We saw drawing fouls on shots. We saw good inbounds plays. But that was probably what I was most impressed by. The game obviously wasn't without its things to improve, its areas of improvement. But overall, this was a great comeback, great bounce-back win for the JV squad.
Absolutely sound like that. Once again, sound like they controlled the game from the jump and just took care of business.
Took care of business is a good word, a good way to put it. Yeah. They await the winner of Jenks Junior Varsity in Puckala. That's at, I think, 1 p.m. today, so it's still a little bit before. No, actually, they might be 1. I think I have that right, because the game right after us, the 11:30, should be just about over. So we'll find out who wins that game here shortly. Looking for ahead for this JV team. I said that they're fighting an uphill battle at the end of our stream of that post-game show. They're fighting an uphill battle in a varsity tournament with much fewer players than the other squads have. But even so, I think now they've seen the offense run. They felt what it's like to dominate a game, control a game. I think now that gives them a better chance in the 5th place game, no matter who they play. If it is another JV squad, I would expect them to win. If it isn't, it might be tougher, but now seeing, how it's supposed to work, right, and how they can take over a game, I think they've got a good chance. Now, what I've always seen from this squad is that they sometimes struggle to rebound. And it happened a little bit again today, but they just, a lot of them aren't just, frankly, as tall as the other players on the floor. They've really got Hallberg and Tabor as their tallest ones out there. And then you've got, your Avery Bibbs will just fly in from the wing and just snipe one out of the air. But sometimes they struggle to rebound, and I did see that again tonight. So that is always the one thing they have to be aware of, is that if you're going to lose the rebound game like that, you're going to lose that ratio. Then you need to be causing the turnovers like they did today, or you need to be shooting, at such an efficiency that the missed shots don't really matter. So they have a way they win, they have a way they lose, but again, I think they have seen now how it's all supposed to work, fit together, and I think that could carry them to a 5th place finish here, Mike. But I wanted to bring this up because there were still the plays where they were a JV squad. Right, there were still the plays where there's not a lot of movement off ball. They're kind of looking around. They don't know what's going on. That's maybe the second biggest obstacle is experience. In a tournament like this, it's a varsity tournament, as I've said before, but you're playing a mix of varsity and JV squads. Lacking that experience, it causes that hesitation. It causes that slowdown. I wanted to hear your opinions on if you thought that was going to play a big part in maybe this game or Game 3.
I think it will play a big part of it. I agree with you. They're the junior varsity team for a reason. They're still learning. They're still learning how to play the game at the varsity level. So they just don't have the experience yet. And but as great as Bethany is at developing talent these last few years, we've seen what the varsity squad did 2 years ago, what it did last year, what it's doing so far this year. They're good. They'll get there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they've got some killers.
Yes.
Jaggers was shooting that 3-point shot. She hit a couple of those. That was pretty cool. She just steps into them, lets them fly. I think Hallberg had one. I think Tabor might have had one too. Like, they've got some players. They'll be all right.
Yeah, they'll be all right. As you said, they just like height.
Yeah.
You know, most of their players are what, 5'6", 5'7", and they're going up against teams that have players that are already 6 foot tall.
Yeah. It means they struggle in the paint, but, you know, it's like I said, it's basketball. That's the nature of the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
For Central, you know, it was obviously a rough game for them, but they did have their bright spots as well. I thought their starting point guard, Clarion Davenport, the sophomore, was not a bad player at all. She actually did very well at attacking the paint. So she was very fast. She was able to get around a couple Bronco defenders. Now, once she was in there, if she had an opportunity to pass it out, if she had an opportunity to shoot, that was always kind of up in the air. But she was a pretty good ball handler. I think her lack of options caused their offense to get predictable, which is why they didn't even hit double digits, in my opinion. It's not because they didn't have the skill or the talent to hit double digits. It's because the plan just got predictable, and Bethany was able to stifle it completely. But Davenport, to my point, that right-hand drive she had, where she would try to get around someone at the top of the key, get into the paint, and try to go for a layup. That was her game, and I think she was honestly, for a sophomore playing in a game like that with not much help throughout the lineup, I thought that was a pretty impressive game from her.
Yeah, absolutely. She's definitely already figured out how to, you know, how to take it inside. Very, you know, very Westbrook.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. I'm sure she'd be glad to hear that.
Well, that's the style of ball. People that, you know, that are smaller on the court, they basically have two games. They either are super fast, so they get past the bigs in the paint, or they rain it from the outside. One of the two.
Yeah. She was the try to get it in the paint for sure. But yeah, up and down their line, not much more outside of her. I want to say it was Bellows who hit another shot, and then Jacqueline Harrion, their backup point guard, came in a couple of times. She was able to use her athleticism a little bit as well. But yeah, from start to finish, that was nominated by Bethany's JV. And
yeah.
Micah, when we come back in segment 2, we'll talk about the varsity games coming up a little bit more. But I was talking to the Rider Nation TV guys. We were talking about the varsity games yesterday, and they said when that Bethany men's game started and Denton Jaggers leads that off with a slam dunk, it changed the rest of the tournament for them and how they viewed the entire tournament. And we'll get to talking about that a little bit more when we come back. So, yeah, right. You can look forward to that. That'll be a fun conversation. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to break here on the game plan on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk. We're live at Comfort Inn and Suites out here in Muskogee. 3031 Military Boulevard. Call 918-687-9000. 24/7 vending area. They've got a pool out there. That's not 24/7, but it's there. 24/7 laundry op and a bunch of different stuff. Hot breakfast from 6 to 9 in the morning. It got me some again before I went on the road. So it's a great place to be. They've got memberships as well, and with them you can get things like exclusive parking among other perks. So plenty of reasons. Go to the website, choicehotels.com/comfort suites, and try to find as much information as you can. Again, call 918-687-9000. Thanks to Mr. Patel for hooking us up and letting us stay here. We'll be back after this commercial break.
C&J Sporting Goods at 6604 Northwest 38th Street has been serving Bethany and the Metro for over 30 years, with 3 generations ready to serve you with the best shopping experience of product knowledge and customer service anywhere, with a wide selection of guns, ammo, ear and eye protection, law enforcement equipment, hunting, camping, and survival gear. If they don't have it, they will order it for you. Veteran owned and family operated. Call 405-789-8102. C&J Sporting Goods.
Do it best at Evans Hardware. Since 1965, Evans Hardware has provided Midwest City with top-quality home improvement supplies and a one-of-a-kind shopping experience. At 1021 South Douglas Boulevard, Evans Hardware is family-owned and has the right products for every situation, including DIY projects, professional contracting, or quick fixes. Their satisfaction guarantee and quick turnarounds mean you'll always find what you need. So visit Evans Hardware in Midwest City.
Or call 405-732-1898. That's 405-732-1898.
Evans Hardware in Midwest City.
Your home and your car are more than just things. They're where you make your memories, and they deserve the right protection. At Blake Nightingale State Farm Insurance, well, he gets it, and that's why he's there. For your home, life insurance, car, and more, call Blake Nightingale 405-728-1313. Blake Nightingale State Farm Insurance, 7304 Northwest Expressway. Like a good neighbor, Blake Nightingale is there. State Farm Insurance.
At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering everything from jewelry and clothing to one-of-a-kind treasures and so much more. Don't miss our third Friday weekend specials every month. And yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It.
Tanko Mechanical, Electrical, and Plumbing is a commercial and industrial contractor. They offer end-to-end client experience that includes seamless communication, budgeting, staffing, on-site organization, and it's solid quality handiwork every time. The past projects include both new construction and repairs and restoration. Occupied and fully operational job sites are never a problem. They can also plan, manage, and build multi-phase jobs. We are a turnkey plumbing, electrical, HVAC, and mechanical contractor. Tanko Company, give them a call at 405-255-7804. Again, that's 405-255-7804. Tanko.
And we're back here coming out of commercial break, segment number 2. Thanks everybody that's tuning in on Facebook, on the gospelstation.com, Sports and Talk, that Live 365 station, or in the future when we get this posted to YouTube. Thank you for tuning in there as well. Our YouTube is GSN Sports and Talk for those that don't know. Subscribe to it so you never miss a video, a live stream, or anything else that we do on there as we get ready for the rest of this tournament. We're live from Muskogee, Oklahoma at the Comfort Inn and Suites. So a fitness center here as well, a free, strong Wi-Fi. They've got non-smoking rooms and excellent climate control as well. Everything's clean, comfortable, and the food tastes great, by the way. 24/7 vending area if you want something more like a snack. But that breakfast is really a nice draw to it. It's in a great area, Muskogee, right kind of on the north side, right off the highway. Easy to get to anything you need around here, whether you're coming to the high school or you're going up north to Hobart like we are. It's super easy to get everywhere from Comfort Inn and Suites and Spark by Hilton just next door. Spark is 3133 Azalea Park Drive as well, and it's got all the same guarantees that we just gave you for Comfort Inn and Suite. Paid private parking on site over there as well, and I believe both of them accept all forms of payment. So, or maybe not all forms, but all forms of contactless payment. That's what we got. Well, on segment number 2, we're going to keep talking about this high school tournament a little bit because we got more games coming tonight that we're going to preview. Let's start with the women's game. It's Bethany Varsity versus Westville Varsity after the Westville Yellow Jackets. Oh, no, wait, hold on, that's men's. Here's women's. Bethany High School versus Grove High School after Grove beat Pocatello. Sorry. I've got my brackets backwards in my phone here. It's weird to throw me off. So Bethany pretty much dominated Jenks Junior Varsity. I think Grove and Pocatello was pretty close from what I heard from the guys. I didn't get to watch that game, but I know it was a lot of a closer matchup. Hobart destroyed Tulsa Central on the women's side, and we know how the Bethany Westville game went. But so now you're looking at, in my opinion, a Bethany win over Grove and a Westville win over Hobart. That would be my guess based on how I've seen Westville play, what I know about the program. Hobart, though, if they could pull off the win against Westville, that would be pretty cool. Like I said, I've been rooting for the home team this time around. I'm trying to see if they can go far in their own tournament. Duncan Demons weren't able to do that in the Southern Oklahoma Invitational. I know in a lot of these invitationals you invite opponents stronger than you so you can get that experience, but it would be pretty cool to see them pull off what I would have considered to be an upset there. But Bethany versus Grove, 7 p.m. tonight. It's the Broncos and the Ridge Runners. I think it's safe to say that I'm betting on the Broncos on this one. They had a lights out game versus Jenks Junior Varsity. They've been lights out coming into this tournament. Madison McNutt and the three-point shooting has not slowed down at all. I don't know if there's an offense in this tournament that can match Bethany's offense when that three-point shot is falling. And then you've got the second fold right there in the paint with Cameron Regier, with Allie Lynn, with our post players. So I think it's pretty safe to say my money's on Bethany for this one, Mike.
I'm with you. I think Bethany is too. If McNutt's three is dropping, I don't see any way they're going to be able to stop her.
I think that sentiment is carried around the tournament as well. Again, based on what I was just talking to the guys about earlier today, those Bethany games really did change the outlook of the tournament, especially in the men's. But they saw how Bethany was shooting that shot, and they say, oh, they're the favorites.
Yeah. And, you know, we talk about that when it comes to basketball, but whenever you can spot talent in basketball, pretty fast, and you end up seeing somebody, raining threes or somebody making a slam dunk right out of the gate on the men's side, and everybody just kind of goes, "Oh, okay, never mind."
And for that dunk on the men's side,
or the coaches go, "Okay, guys, these guys are not going to be pushovers. You're going to have a battle, so get focused."
That Denton Jaggers dunk, it shocked and awed everybody in there. They multiple times on the broadcast and talked to me said that wasn't on our bingo card. We never expected a game to start like that in any day in the tournament.
Yeah.
And the athleticism, I think that was shown right there by Jaggers, by Brady on his, by the rest of that Bethany squad, kind of put in perspective, in my opinion, how far ahead Bethany is at the field, even on the men's side. So, they've got Westville at 8:30 tonight. Tulsa Central and Harding Prep play on the other side. We've played Harding Charter Prep already, and we beat them. And I think they are the best team on the bottom side of the bracket right now. So, on the men's side as well, I think Bethany is the favorite. I think if Westville doesn't give them a challenge, then nobody else will in the tournament. So, expect, for me, Bethany to be champions of this one as well. I think they went out the rest of the way. And the JV hopefully get that 5th place.
Yeah. So what's the bracket looking like tomorrow, depending on wins and losses?
Yeah. So
what time are we expecting games?
We know now the JV will play at 1 p.m. tomorrow.
Yes.
If Bethany wins, they play at 7 on women's. If they lose, they play at 4. If men's wins, they play at 8:30. If they lose, they play at 5:30.
Okay, so it's the same schedule as today, basically, is what would happen.
Essentially,
if they both win, they both play the final 2 games tomorrow.
Essentially,
in the evening at the usual start time that teams play between 6:30 and 7 whenever they get around to it.
Right, and it'll be hour and a half, 8:30 hour. That's 10 p.m. So
10 p.m. Yeah.
See, I'm getting out of there at 10:30. 2.5 hour drive back. Was that 1 p.m. 1 in the morning?
1 in the morning.
1 in the morning. That's not horrible.
I didn't ask you which way did you go? Did you take the Muskogee Turnpike and back down I-40, or did you go up 44 to Tulsa and then over?
I think I took 44 because I was heading towards Tulsa. Hold on, let me pull up my maps to make sure I'm saying it right. I took 44.
Yeah, you took 44 to Tulsa and then across. Okay.
Yeah, get off at that Bristow exit.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So there's two ways to get where you are. Northeast State, Oklahoma State University is up in that, not nearby you, kind of in that general area. And I've been up there a few times when I was in high school for various events that were being hosted there, state tournaments and stuff. So, yeah, it's a drive. And back in the day, we used to always avoid the turnpike, so everybody took I-40 out and then up, and crossed you followed, then went straight up to where to the Muskogee area.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you for doing that. Oh, yeah, speaking of colleges, Bacone is by here, which
Yes.
I didn't realize that's where Bacone was. We played them, and for those that don't know, in college baseball, they are a very, very small Native American college. They recently closed or ended their baseball program, but I didn't realize this is where they were in Oklahoma. So that was kind of a shock to me to see them driving past.
Yeah, it was interesting the other day, Tuesday night, since you're from Muskogee, Muskogee High was down here in the city playing somebody, in their conference. I think they're Muskogee. I think it's a 5A school. So yeah, I passed them headed home on Tuesday night. So I mean, it's a trip that you're basically up there right by them now.
Yeah, it's weird. Their high school's nice. Their high school looks like my new high school back home, so it's nice.
But yeah, when people talk about Oklahoma and how much things have been kind of improved as far as some brick and mortar stuff, in fact, in the last 20 years, they're not kidding. Whenever there's been a lot of improvement, a lot of facilities in this state over the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, it's impressive to see. There's a lot of money on some of these towns now, especially in the Tulsa area. So we've talked about all the varsity tournaments. We're actually going to keep talking about basketball on the other side of the break. We've got a couple more minutes here, but we're going to start talking NBA especially, since we didn't really get to that yesterday. We've got the Trae Young move. We've got Grizzlies in the news. We've got MVP talk. All that's coming up on our next segment here on the game plan. But sorry, I just lost my train of thought for a second, but I'm out here in Muskogee, Oklahoma for the high school Hobart Invitational. Hobart's about 30 minutes north of here, kind of situated right north of Fort Gibson, right west of Tahlequah. It's a nice little place. It is little place, but it's kind of right on the river, right in the mountains. Pretty good nature area, Mike. I'm actually enjoying the drive out there a lot. I'm taking the back roads.
Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful up in that part of the state. It really is.
Yeah, it's by the Sequoia State Park, right? So
yeah,
super nice right there. Super nice. But we're having fun with this basketball tournament. Thanks to everybody that's again been tuning in, supporting the stream. The Riders Nation on YouTube is also broadcasting that. So if something does happen to ours again, we're hoping it doesn't. You will still have a way to watch it, but we're pleased that you would spend the time with us. We're always working to improve our stuff too, so don't worry about it. We're at the Comfort Inn and Suites here in Muskogee. Again, 3031 Military Blvd. Both this and Spark by Hilton are actually right next to the professional center, the medical center right there. So if something does happen to you, you've got help right there. Or if you stay healthy and you're looking for a meal, there's plenty of restaurants and fast food gigs nearby. I was looking at a list of restaurants just the other day. There's plenty of options here. And again, right next to the highway, so it's super easy to get anywhere. Use the Choice Hotels app, and you can find both of these hotels on it, I believe. So get your reservation in. Get one of those rooms. They've got 1-bedroom rooms and 2-bedroom rooms. If you call early enough, you can reserve pretty much whatever you want on both the ground floor and the upper floors. Free breakfast. Very clean, as I mentioned, very sanitary. They use the best products to sanitize everything, and the restrooms are always really nice. They've got clean, all the toiletries, complimentary stuff, plenty of towels, and all the little things that really make it worth staying in. They've got here. Not to mention plenty of outlets and a little bit of a workspace for you if you need it, like we do. And like I said, strong Wi-Fi, which is always my favorite. That's always up there. We're going to go to break here. When we come back, we're transitioning into pro sports. Again, we got to talk NBA before we close out with some breaking news, and I've got some MLB talk we got to get to. So all that's coming up on the game plan when we come back after this. Name brands and more for less at Victory Mattress Outlet. Welcome to Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway in Oklahoma City. Family owned and operated Victory Mattress Outlet has options for every budget, like quality 10-inch beds to high-end luxury mattresses fit for a king. You're the winner here. Shop pillows, protectors, bedroom sets, and more. And remember, the friendly people at Victory Mattress Outlet can help deliver, assemble, and set up your mattresses and furniture. Call 405-510-6988 and never pay retail price for top brands again. Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway, 405-510-6988. That's 405-510-6988. Victory Mattress Outlet, where your best night's sleep costs less.
John Campbell is your local health market agent that specializes in Medicare. Instead of talking through an 800 number, talk face-to-face with your local agent, John Campbell, to answer all your questions and find the company that best fits your needs. John Campbell Health Market serves Yukon, Bethany, and the surrounding area and will travel across the state of Oklahoma to meet with you. Call John Campbell Health Markets at 405-200-8414. Call 405-200-8414.
Stan's Plumbing is your locally owned, full-service, licensed, and bonded plumbing company, proudly serving the Oklahoma City Metro for over 30 years. Stan's provides all types of plumbing services like faucet and toilet repairs, sewer repair, and trenchless pipe replacement, water heater repair and installation, both tank and tankless, plus drain cleaning and jetting. All plumbers arrive with fully stocked trucks and can resolve your plumbing problems in a timely manner. Since 1988, Stan's Plumbing has held itself to a higher standard in plumbing. Call 405-721-5100 to schedule your appointment. Stan's Plumbing, Valley Service in a dirty business. 405-721-5100.
Now open at 5801 West Britain Road. It's Himador Mexican Grill. Order at Himador Mexican Grill and be treated to a spacious dining area, friendly staff, and delicious Mexican dishes. Fajitas, quesadillas, seafood, vegetarian meals, they've got it all at Himador Mexican Grill, 5801 West Britain Road. With different lunch and dinner specials every day and great prices, Himador Mexican Grill is the place to be. They open at 11 a.m. every day and come by starting August 30th to get some drinks at the brand new bar. The people love Himador Mexican Grill, and you will too. Call 405-367-7274 or email himadorgrill5801@gmail.com to reserve your table. Himador Mexican Grill is eager to serve you. 5801 West Britain Road, and call 405-367-7274.
When technology has you screaming at the office, call Simplify Tech Solutions at 405-981-1011. Located at 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard, Simplify Tech Solutions features IT management, business phone systems, manages Wi-Fi, and offers repair and support. Simplify your Wi-Fi before the emotional breakdown by calling Simplify Tech Solutions. Locally owned and operated at 405-981-1011. 405-981-1011. Simplify Tech Solutions.
Okay, folks, that introduces us back from break. That's a new word I haven't used. Introduces us back from break. We're on the halfway point of our show now. We've crossed over into segment number 3, so it's time to talk about some pro sports and pro news, and I've got plenty of it, don't worry. My phone has been blowing up with sports news recently. It's a time to be alive. It's a great time to be alive. But before that, we're here. Our venue is the Comfort Inn and Suites in Muskogee, 3031. I always want to say North Military Boulevard, 3031 Military Boulevard, 918-687-9000. Come by, talk to the people out here at the front desk. They've been working here for a long time. They're super friendly, super helpful. And asking about it yesterday, they told me that not only do people like to come and stay here, they renovated 3 years ago, and a lot of the employees have actually been here even before that. So they stick around a long time because it is such a great place both to stay and to work, and that's maybe some of the highest praise you could give it. But with things like a 24/7 athletic center, business center, the vending right there, they've got a pool, they've got ice machines, they've got plenty, the laundry center up there too, they've got plenty of things to incentivize you to come by, and the parking is perfect, plenty of spaces, VIP parking if you get a membership, and much, much more on the deals. I was watching the college football game last night on the TVs right in there, giant flat screen TVs, gotta say. That was a fun game between Miami and Ole Miss, and
Oh, wow, was it?
it was made even better on the TVs here at Comfort Inn and Suites.
That's cool.
All right, actually, Mike, you know what? Let's postpone the NBA. Let's talk about that
Yeah.
game. I assumed you watched it.
Oh, I did.
All right.
Oh, my goodness.
The news just broke. Trinidad Chambliss has been denied a 6th year of college eligibility.
Okay.
So,
So he's got to go to the pros.
now they say that Ole Miss can still appeal the decision, but that's probably meaning that the deal is done. And he just lost to a quarterback who's in his 7th year of college.
Yeah. Okay. So what? I'm trying to remember what happened with Miami's quarterback. What's his name?
Carson Beck.
Beck, because he was in college during the COVID year, so everybody got a mulligan on COVID.
Pretty much.
Almost-
Most people
almost
pretty much
everybody.
got 2 years out of it.
Okay, so that's how he got 7, because he basically had he redshirted. That was year one. He got 2 years because of COVID, and didn't he get hurt? Like he was out for a year.
Maybe. I never can remember.
I can't remember because it's been 7 years. He said so.
Exactly. It's nuts.
yeah. He got that. So when it comes to Trinidad Chambliss, one, thank goodness, because OU does not have to see that guy ever again. And two, say hello to your future quarterback of the New York Jets.
Potentially, but he did everything he could in that game, man.
And
I watched that.
I thought he was gonna. I thought he was gonna pull Mahomes. I actually said that when I saw how much time he had left. I said, okay, I saw Mahomes do this. Let's see if he can do it, and he almost did it.
He very nearly did it. It bounced off like one too many hands for that catch to be completed there at the end. But nah, he did everything he could. It's a tough loss, but someone's always got to lose in a game like this, and it just happened to be Ole Miss this time. Does mean that Coach Saban is still right on his predictions, and by proxy, I'm right on my predictions because I just went with what Coach Saban said.
Which was
Miami would win.
yes, and I said Miami would win too.
Yeah, so it sucks for the kid. They really did play a good game. They really did, but you gotta give credit to the defenses, honestly, from how that game went and how long they had to be on the field at times. I would say Ole Miss's guys were still in the backfield getting sacks. Miami's guys were still holding them to field goals. Like,
did you hear the stat on first down, second down, third down for Mississippi Ole Miss?
Educate me.
They did well on first downs. They did not quite as good on second down. First down yardage, second down yards, third downs, 0 yards for the game.
Wow.
0 yards for the game.
No, I had missed that. 0 yards total.
Here's our total. I heard that it was coming in this morning, and so I was like, "Whoa, that's how good Miami's defense was."
That's insane. That's crazy.
And then Ole Miss was still in the game and had a chance to win on the final play, which tells you how good their team is.
Really was. Oh man, some of those catches right there in the fourth quarter, the one-handed leaping grab that was nearly a toe touch to stay in. Oh man, they had some crazy plays. And what was maybe most crazy to me is I think the same thing that got Herbstreit is that they won the game with the least expected option, with Beck running it, with a handoff to Miami's back on first and goal. They won it actually on the ground. They didn't throw for the winning touchdown.
No, and that's what Cristobal did at Oregon all those years. He did the same thing. He developed the ground game, and so he's got that ground game. Which, in this modern day and age, man, maybe you're throwing him 60 times, throwing it more than you're running it, but he's not chunking around the field 80% of the time like a lot of other teams do. He's got a pretty balanced attack for today's style of football. So he was very impressive. And the kid is only 17 years old. Number 10 is only 17 years old. He just turned 17. He graduated early from high school and he got the exemption to play this year. That's insane.
Somebody get that guy 7 years of college eligibility. What are we doing?
And the New York Jets are probably looking at, can we take him now? Can we take him now?
No, it's wild. Yeah, man, what a game. What a game. So Miami's moving on. So we just have the other side tonight. So what are your thoughts on that one?
One more thing about the other game. Miami's playing at home. The game's in Miami at Hard Rock.
Yeah.
In 10 days. It's a Monday night, the 19th, I think, right? Yeah. Is that right? Yeah, Monday the 19th is the championship game. Tonight game, Indiana versus Oregon.
Yep.
Is that right? Ooh.
I'm going with Indiana.
I'm going with Indiana too because they're much more of a traditional Big Ten school. I mean, Big Ten style. They hit hard, they're physical, and they've got the best quarterback in the nation right now, who is 6'5", has an arm, and is always and never gets rattled.
Yep. The Heisman winner.
Heisman winner.
They've beat Oregon already this season.
Yeah.
I kind of got to go with Indiana here. So that means our potential championship is Indiana-Miami.
It is so weird. It is so weird that one Indiana's finally got a football team.
I want to say Miami would have a chance, but I just don't know. They faced Indiana.
Miami has a chance because they're going to be at home.
Yeah,
That's going to help them.
yeah, that's a fair point. But still,
But here's the thing, Mendoza. Mendoza's Cuban, so he's kind of at home too. And like Miami's going to being a house divided. You know, the city itself, they're not going to root for more. You know,
Well,
it's like, do we take our home team or we take the Cuban? I don't know. I know. You know.
I love the way you break that down.
As I said, that's the storyline, man. That's one of the storylines people gonna be writing about because you got 10 days to fill when it's on those columns. That's if Indiana wins, or you know, as OU saw with with Alabama, you know, play a team second time and it's like, watch out.
Well, then we play. Was that our second or third time playing Alabama?
It was our second time
was
this
second
year,
time.
third time in 2 years.
Yeah, that's right.
And so it ended up being like 3 times in like a 14-month period, I think, because we played them late last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how it ended up breaking down.
Hey, you got to be careful with a game like that. But I don't know. I think my picks are set. I think I know what's gonna happen the rest of the way out. So Cignetti is such a good coach too, man. I don't know how anybody can coach around him. So
another thing I heard on one of the national guys said that they don't. I think they've only had one fumble all year. I mean, their turnover, their number of turnovers this year is insanely low. As a team, insanely low.
nice.
And they're one of the least penalized teams as well.
It's gonna be a fun one. I'm sorry. It's gonna be such a fun game tonight and a fun national championship. I'm almost disappointed that I got to be doing high school basketball when I could be watching that, but not that disappointed.
Everybody's gonna have one eye on their phone looking at the scores.
Yeah, really, it's absolutely true. Okay, well, we are coming up on our next break. When we come back, NBA news, got trade news, got good news, everything in between. I'm gonna do this real quick. Who will win the Super Bowl random generator? My pick is in. Randomly generated the Rams.
Oh wow.
Ooh, okay. There's my pick, I guess. We're going to break. We're live from the Comfort Inn and Suites out here in Muskogee, 3031 Military Boulevard. Call 918-687-9000. I'm sitting in the dining area right now where they all eat breakfast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tables. Multiple can sit, multiple people, obviously. I mean, come on. But it's hot breakfast, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. every morning. They've got waffles and cereal and pastries and fruit and everything in between. And sausage, I had that the first day I was here. Plenty of variety right there for the breakfast. And that's always, it gets your day started right. It got my day started right today because I was eating those pastries on the road. Those are pretty good. I like those. We're going to break. When we come back, final segment of our show, we got NBA news to cover. Don't go anywhere. One more after this.
Do it best at Evans Hardware. Since 1965, Evans Hardware has provided Midwest City with top-quality home improvement supplies and a one-of-a-kind shopping experience. At 1021 South Douglas Boulevard, Evans Hardware is family-owned and has the right products for every situation, including DIY projects, professional contracting, or quick fixes. Their satisfaction guarantee and quick turnarounds mean you'll always find what you need. So visit Evans Hardware in Midwest City.
Or call 405-732-1898. That's 405-732-1898.
Evans Hardware in Midwest City.
At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering everything from jewelry and clothing to one-of-a-kind treasures and so much more. Don't miss our third Friday weekend specials every month. And yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It.
We are Integrity Heating, Air, and Plumbing, in business for over 40 years. We've provided top-notch service for every company and residential home in the area. Let's take a look inside and let you meet some people.
Hey, Blaine. Good morning. Here we have a part of our call center. This is Tina. That's Gabby. That's our general manager, BJ. Our office hours are from 7:30 to 7:30, Monday through Friday, and we do heating and air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical. Give us a call. We always have specials. Our number one priority is your family, constant comfort, and convenience. We offer 24-hour service.
And in order for us to do that, we fully stock everything here at our warehouse, whether it's commercial or residential. We offer plumbing, heating and air, and electrical full services. All of our guys are licensed, we're bonded and insured.
Here at Integrity, we offer senior discounts, military discounts, and public service discounts.
You worked hard for us, so let us work hard for you.
Yeah, go Broncos.
Step up to the next level at Coyote Pond, home with a $20 FFL transfer. Coyote Pond at 5804 Northwest 63rd and MacArthur makes the difference in customer service with a selection of just about everything with top dollar loans and rock bottom prices. Locally owned and operated, Coyote Pond is the destination headquarters for Bethany, Yukon, and Oklahoma City, and the home of the $20 FFL transfers. Call 405-470-7999 or go to coyotepond.com. That's 405-470-7999 and coyotepond.com. Name brands and more for less at Victory Mattress Outlet. Welcome to Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway in Oklahoma City. Family owned and operated Victory Mattress Outlet has options for every budget, like quality 10-inch beds to high-end luxury mattresses fit for a king. You're the winner here. Shop pillows, protectors, bedroom sets, and more. And remember, the friendly people at Victory Mattress Outlet can help deliver, assemble, and set up your mattresses and furniture. Call 405-510-6988 and never pay retail price for top brands again. Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway, 405-510-6988. That's 405-510-6988. Victory Mattress Outlet, where your best night's sleep costs less.
We're here on the final segment of the Game Plan live at the Comfort Inn and Suites in Muskogee, 3031 Military Boulevard out here in the lobby area. NBA news coming at you now. Some breaking stuff from the league, trade news, actually some good news for OKC Thunder fans, and much more. But 3031 Military Boulevard, Spark by Hilton's next door, 3133 Azalea Park Drive. Both have paid private parking on site with those memberships. Here at Comfort Inn and Suites, a pool, a hot tub, the fitness center, the business center. They've got a laundry area if you need to do that. Ice machines up and down the halls, the vending area, and of course, the best part, the friendly people who are here to help you with whatever you need. We can't thank Comfort Inn and Suites enough for letting us come by and do our shows here, stay here over the weekend while we do this tournament. It's been a lot of fun, and next time we're out here to Muskogee, we'll be sure to call back and try to get some more nights here because this has been a great time. Mike, thank you for joining me. We're on our final segment. Yep. All right, I'll kick it off with some of the best news that really Thunder fans could have gotten right here. Nikola Topic in the news, because apparently, and this just flashed up on my screen 30 minutes ago, he has completed chemotherapy.
Good.
And his agent said he hopes he can return to the G League and the NBA this season.
All right.
So happy for him.
Happy for him. Great news.
Yeah. Awesome news, really. That was reported. I saw it by Bleacher Report, but I think a different company saw it first, but I saw it from Bleacher Report. Nikola Jokic is still number one in the Kia MVP ladder. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes in at number 2, but a new face, Jaylen Brown, has risen into the top 5. He's now sitting at number 3. Out of those 3 players, Mike, who do you think is going to have the best chance to win it by the end of the year?
Okay, once again, our 3 choices are
Nikola Jokic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jaylen Brown. I think Jaylen Brown could have it by the end of the year, me personally. But
Yeah, he could, since Jokic has already won one, SGA's already won one, so they'll want to, spread the wealth. So if Brown, has a stellar year, I could see them giving it to him.
He had maybe the best December ever from anybody in history. And I don't really know if the Celtics are going to slow down here. He's kind of leading them back into the conversation. They're 2 in the East now, or at least last time I checked they were. But I don't know. I think at the rate they're going, JB could take it. He could, especially if Jokic has to miss more time and say like the Thunder skid continues long term. But there's nothing for certain there.
Yeah, exactly.
For the first time, this comes from Shams Karania. The Memphis Grizzlies are hearing offers about trading Ja Morant on the February 5th trade deadline. Do we think this would be a good move for the Grizzlies? Do we think this is maybe getting a little bit ahead of themselves? How do we feel about this Ja Morant news?
No. This is a good move for the Grizzlies. Ja Morant has to get out of Memphis, not only for on the court but off the court. And if they could send him to Portland, even better.
Portland.
Or Sacramento. I would send him across the country. I'd get him 2,000 miles away from that city.
Sacramento is a team I've seen discussed with that trade idea. I think it'd be really funny if they sent him to to Washington now, but I don't think they're going to do that.
Washington. No, they can't because as we're going to talk about in a second, somebody else is going there.
So Trae Young,
yeah.
Trae Young's heading to the Wizards, but I think that's why it would be funny.
But you have two guys playing the same style.
And
if you're going, I can see if you're going for a Jordan Pippen situation, I could see that if that's what you're going for. Maybe, and of course that would put Ja Morant in the East, which would be a bonus. Which is usually what you want to do as a team. But the main thing I'm thinking about is off the field and Ja Morant and his future and his career. Because what's his face from the Patriots? His name came up again this week. People were talking about what was going on with that guy in his life and how his life ended up at the end.
Which guy? There's been a couple of guys.
Hernandez.
Okay.
And so, and Ja Morant has already been suspended for off the field activities, and they need to get him out of that city and as far away as possible.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're correct about that.
Because he's so talented, and he's talented, he's got skills, and you just don't want him to be stuck in a car, at 2 a.m. in somewhere in Tennessee. And something happens, and it's over.
Moving on to the Oklahoma City.
I hate to be that serious when we got down, but when it comes to Ja Morant, that is the central issue with him.
Very fair. It's very fair.
Jalen
Williams provided perspective on Oklahoma City's recent struggles. I saw this on Yahoo Sports NBA. His quote, "The last 3 years we win so much that when we have a normal human stretch of losing a game or two that we shouldn't have, the world freaks out."
That's a good point. I saw Michael Wilbon kind of echoed that sentiment yesterday because he said we're in the dog days of the NBA. It's the height of you come out of the Christmas break. It's January. You're getting close to the actually mid-season point. You got almost 40 games under your belt, but your All-Star break is until after the Super Bowl, until President's Day weekend. So it's kind of the dog days, and so I can see him saying, no time to panic.
Yeah, I mean that's what I've been saying this whole time too. I mean, come on, like, oh no, they're going to lose 10 games in a year. Oh no. I think they're fine, but they've got their competition. But I think overall they're going to be okay.
And Wemby's hurt again. He's got something going on with him again, so that helps. Maybe Tuesday night Wemby only plays 5 minutes.
Maybe. Although that would
Maybe.
probably be the most impactful 5 minutes in the history of
Yeah,
the league.
yeah.
but-
He'll play 5 minutes and get 25 points.
Yeah,
you know.
probably. Yeah. I've got some news from the Dallas Cowboys. Apparently, it was reported by Bobby Belt on 105.3 The Fan that
Yep.
Eberflus signed off on the Micah Parsons trade, among others, and said you can scheme up pressure. Basically, you don't need him. Mike McCarthy let Trayvon Diggs get away with a lot more in the locker room, even to the point of potentially when Diggs would walk out on meetings, is what they're saying. And it sounds like Brian Schottenheimer will be making the new defensive coordinator hire, not Jerry Jones.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting.
Now, I don't know. This just comes from Bobby Belt, which he's a reputable source, but
He's a reputable sports. He's tied into the Dallas Cowboys organization.
yeah, but I don't trust anything about Jerry Jones not making the decision.
No, no.
No.
Don't know about that. Yeah. So, you got anything else on the NFL side?
Maybe let me go through. I've got. Nah, I don't want to talk about that. I've actually got baseball coming up next. That's the big thing I want to talk about.
Well, I got other thing that respects the NBA.
All right, go for it.
And Major League Baseball as well. The FanDuel thing, which is the Channel 37, Cox Channel 37, Oklahoma City. It used to be called Fox Sports Southwest.
Yeah.
They were in talks to be bought by DAZN. DAZN, the kind of internet only company that's got some stuff in the United States, and they're trying to expand their. That deal fell through on Monday, and FanDuel is in deep trouble. There is talk that today they announced that the nine MLB teams they have the contract with, they're in violation of their contract.
Wow.
And that affects the St. Louis Cardinals locally.
Wow.
And now there's talk about maybe they're not even sure they can make it all the way through the NHL and the NBA season, which affects the Thunder. Now, if something happens, the NBA itself will step in and take over, paying everybody and making sure the games get on the air. But the FanDuel thing has completely collapsed.
Who could have saw that coming?
Yeah, that's one of the downsides with the Disney deal when Disney bought Fox. Since they had ESPN, they couldn't take the Fox Sports channels, the regional channels, and so since then those regional channels have been out in the cold, and they don't. I think Oklahoma City. Are they on DirecTV as well? I can't remember, but their FanDuel is not on Dish. And not on Sling. And that hurt them the last 2 years. That's why a lot of the Thunder games were being broadcast on local television, because they just weren't available to 35-40% of the state.
Well, I didn't know that. I didn't realize it was that far-reaching.
Yeah, I said that broke last night, early this morning. So we'll see what happens there. Media. I mean, the media rights games, man. That's how the leagues are making their money.
No kidding.
Making big money there. All right. So what do you got?
The Tigers were not able to come to a salary agreement with Tarek Skubal. They are now scheduled for an arbitration hearing. Apparently, Skubal's camp was asking for $32 million, while the Tigers filed for $19 million. Which crazy difference, by the way. I don't know what Detroit is doing, but
oh my God, that $13 million difference. What they.
Largest gap in history, by the way.
Wow.
And what's more, the Yankees inquired about Skubal, and the Tigers turned them down. They asked too much for the Yankees to go get Skubal.
Okay. Oh, man. Detroit's front office is a mess.
It is. It is a mess. I'm always happy when the Yankees do bad, but that's crazy. $13 million difference right there. The Red Sox, I mean, my Red Sox reached arbitration with all their 4 remainings. So, but that's like not even $13 million combined.
Did somebody not tell Detroit that it is not 2003?
Probably.
God, my goodness.
I mean, if we're just being honest.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, ooh, I'm in shock over that one.
Yeah,
My goodness.
that's crazy. Detroit is.
That-
I don't know what is going on in the league right now, but between that and the A's not getting the trademark for the Athletics because that fan group swooped in and got it before them, man.
Yes.
Something
Yeah.
weird is happening in the league right now.
Oh, some fan group wants to get paid, and they're gonna get paid for those naming rights.
They would have done it even if they didn't get paid anything for having
Yeah.
the name. That's how much they hate Oakland's the Athletics ownership group.
Oh yeah.
All
Oh
right.
yeah. Oh, there was one other thing about the Detroit situation. Oh dang it, what was it? Oh correct. Well, I can't remember now.
Okay. We'll think about it and come back on a different show.
Yeah,
'Cause we're out of
exactly.
time on this one anyways.
Yeah, we are.
All right, so we've been live from the Comfort Inn and Suites with our final show of the day. More basketball coming at you later tonight, 7 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. for the varsity Bethany games. We'll be out there catching those, and then we all go to sleep and wake up early for the JV game tomorrow. So, well, thankfully not 10 a.m. early, only like 1 p.m. early. So. The Comfort Inn and Suites is at 3031 Military Boulevard out here in Muskogee. Call 918-687-9000 anytime you're heading out to East Oklahoma. This will be the place you're going to want to stay. And the Spark by Hilton Muskogee is right next door, 3133 Azalea Park Drive. For them, call 918-682-3724. Thanks to Mr. Patel and everybody working here at Comfort Inn and Suites for their help on the station. We're loving our time here and excited to stay one more night. So we're done on this episode of The Game Plan. Remember, tune in on GSN Sports and Talk, our YouTube, or here on thegospelstation.com. Sports and Talk will be live on both. Till then, folks, I'll catch you later. Have a great rest of your day. God bless.